Alright guys, so today we're doing something extremely different. This is me in real life, and so today we're doing our first hiking video. I've never done one of these before. I've never actually tried, filming anything more than shorts when I'm out hiking, but I guess today I want to try and do a full-length video. So I'm going to do my best to capture everything about the trail. The trail I'm doing today is the Cross Peak Trail in Reno. It's a really fun one. I do it quite a bit. I mean, I'm not really shooting for time today because I'm still kind of recovering from a pretty bad knee injury. So we'll see how this goes. Hopefully I make it all the way top. I'm just going to do my best to record everything about the trail and all the interesting parts and kind of, throw it all together in a pretty good video. So it's kind of a dry run for me. See if you guys really enjoy this. Let me know your feedbacks down in the comments down below. Let's go ahead and hit the trail and see how this goes. Now, I know that I could talk over every single clip I put in this video, and I've decided not to do that just because I think it's nice just to kind of hear the sounds that are there on the trail, listen to the animals and stuff, just kind of really get a feel for, just the environment and stuff. So there's going to be no music or anything. Some clips I am talking about just, things around me and stuff, but for the most part, a lot of these will just be quiet. You can just kind of hear the sounds of the trail and stuff. So far, the biggest disappointment is this creek that normally runs through here that usually has water in it is totally dry, which kind of takes away from the experience, but it is what it is, and we'll just keep trekking along. Alright, so now we finally get to the unpaved portion. It's not too bad through here, very rocky but doable. Now, they have a lot of livestock that grazes through here, apparently a lot of sheep sometimes, so they got these fences set up, so definitely don't want to touch those. But just gonna keep working my way up to the peak up there. And so far, a really nice day. A little overcast, which is nice. Don't need to wear sunscreen or anything. It is 86 though, so that's a little sub-ideal, but you know what, it works, and it's still an amazing day. Looks like I've gone up far enough till there's a little bit of water, but I mean, not as much as there normally is, which is really a shame, and I can't really get close or anything just because electric fence, so I have to leave that be. But this area through here, not too bad. Very slight incline, didn't feel too bad. Kind of pretty stuff. I mean, definitely been a pretty dry year up here, so outside of a few blue jays, I don't think I'm going to be seeing any other animals or anything, hopefully. So we're about a half mile in so far. I mean, pretty easy going, keeping a good pace. I mean, like I said, the fact that this is all dried up and no water really takes away from how great this trail is. But so far, so good. And I mean, peak is already looking a lot closer. So it should be up there probably in the next 30 minutes or so. Really cannot believe it took me that long to notice that, but if you look closely, there is a whole herd of sheep moving across there. It's kind of cool, actually. It's probably about 50 or 60 up there. You can definitely see that herd of sheep a lot closer now. And not exactly what direction this guy's moving them, but they're kind of cool to look at as I go along here. Alright, finally made the second creek crossing. At least this one has some water in it, but again, much lower than it normally is. I mean, it's still kind of nice to look at. There's some decent little water features through here, but yeah, very low, and I'm almost to the peak. But I mean, watching these sheep on the side of the hill, trying to be extra careful. All right, so the peak is just right up there. Sun's starting to poke through the clouds a little bit. But we're about, I believe, a little over a mile in, and so far really good. And it's really refreshing to at least have a little bit of water through here, which is always nice to look at. But turn off for the peak should be right up here. I know that's where it gets much steeper. But I always do love this part through here, just because normally it's a very full waterfall going down that. And today, I mean, it's not big at all, but it's still nice to look at. Alright, so this is the turnoff to where you go up Cross Peak, and then you can keep following that little stream a few more miles that way, but just because of my knee injury and how I'm feeling, I'm just going to go up the peak and then turn around for the day. So this part is, I mean, it's steep, but it's not too bad, and I don't even think it's that far up to the top over there. It should only, I mean, I'd say a quarter mile at most, but super fun trail. Normally it's, like I said, normally there's a ton of water through there and it's amazing, but it's super dry year and not too much to look at, but the view from the top is always worth it. And I just always really enjoyed this trail. So let's get to the top, and I mean, the view up there is very much worth filming and showing off. All right, almost there. This is definitely the steepest portion, but just right up there is a great view, so it's motivating enough. You can kind of see a little bit off of that side, but the top is just so much better. Let's see if I can actually film and climb up at the same time. Might have to cut the video a little bit, but this part is where it's a little bit of a scramble up here. Not really a good place to just step per se. Well, let's see. Guess we can try it out here. Maybe. I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, that works. All right. Just got to get over to there and we're all good. But man, the view from up here is absolutely just amazing. I mean, you can see the whole city of Reno. See Sparks out there. Got the airport right down there. And you also got the rest of Reno over there. But just a great view and one of my favorite trails for sure. I mean, I've said it like 5 times now. I mean, it's a little disappointing that the water was dried up, but the view up here is always worth it no matter what. So very happy to get up here. Like I said, just absolutely love the view. Perfect day for it. Nice breeze up here, and just, yeah, very much worth it. So as for the features up here, I mean, there are some crosses up here, which is why it's called Cross Peak. And there is a little box over there by that statue, and I mean, in that box are just little notes that people write about, you know, hard times they're going through and stuff. And I mean, they're kind of cool to read. Some people leave some stuff up here. It's kind of nice, but I'm not going to show any of those or read any of those just because that's people's own private business. But that's up here. I mean, that's really the only kind of feature up here other than the view. I mean, the view itself, I've said it already. I mean, it's absolutely spectacular and definitely worth coming up and taking a look at.
Now, the way back down was pretty uneventful. I mean, there were a few blue jays, but that was about it. Nothing too exciting to see, so I just kind of took little short clips, but really nothing much to see, so I kept this part pretty short.
Alright, so I finally made it back to the car. It was 2.5 miles with a decent amount of elevation in there, so all in all, it's a pretty good hike. So that's where I'm going to end the video. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you like and subscribe for more. I will take any and all feedback, positive or negative. Please let me know what I can do better and how we can improve upon this, but definitely expect some more hiking videos in the future, and I'll see you guys in the next one.